Hello, this is ARDWULF, and I'm not wearing any pants.
GMT and the June monthly update. Go to the website, check it out, because there's something really awesome that GMT is doing. If you've lost your job due to the shutdown, related layoffs from the COVID, that is, I'm reading and trying to do the same thing here, but it is a bit difficult. Since March 15th, 2020, you're eligible to get 1 or 2 free games from GMT. Go to GMT's website, check it out. Also, the status of the Russian campaign, Deluxe 5th edition from John Krantz. It's just one step away from getting printed. So it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. The new editions on the P500. Drop Zone, Southern France. This is a game designed by Dan Fourny. And what you get with this game is 1 full mounted map, 66 wooden blocks, counter sheet, player aid cards, reinforcement cards, a turn victory track chart, rule booklet, and 10 custom dice. Complexity is low. Solitaire suitability is low. The next one is a Mark Simonich game, Salerno 43. The time scale is 1 day per turn. The map scale is 3.8 kilometers per hex. Unit scale, regiment, brigade, and battalion size unit. This is a 2-player game. And what you get is a 122 by 25.5 game map, counter sheet, rulebook, player aid cards, Allied and German at start, and reinforcement schedule, 1 6-sided die, and you get a plastic counter tray. Nice! Plus, complexity is medium-high, and solitaire suitability is medium-high. And they're also reprinting, 3rd printing, of Combat Commander Mediterranean. This is a game by the late on the horizon with the new P500s, and here he says, here is a brief tease for P500 editions. An expansion module for the Great Battles of American Civil War series, a new coin series game, a product featuring British paratroopers, and a new game from Volko and co-designer. Well, it ain't me because he didn't ask me. The digital versions of their games, Labyrinth. This is a game designed by Volko Ronke, the expansion designed by Trevor Bender. It's on Steam Early Access, and it's for Mac and PC. Thank you, Gene. Twilight Struggle, designed by Jason Matthews and Anara Gupta. Excuse me. It's on Steam for Mac and PC, iOS, and Android. Also, Mark Herman's Fort Sumter. It's on Steam for Mac, PC, iOS, and Android. GMT's charging and shipping, so the first batch is 2/3 complete, which includes Imperial Struggle, Labyrinth, Forever War Expansion, Men of Iron, Tri-Pack, and Wing Leader Origins 1936 to 1942. The second P500 batch charges next Monday and begins shipping around July 10th, and it will include Beneath the Med, Space Empires 4X, Space Empires 3-inch box, and the Battle of Rhode Island. The third batch, mid-August, they'll be shipping 5 products. 1989, 2nd printing, Flying Colors, 3rd printing, Storm over Asia, and Versailles 1919, also the Flying Colors update kit. And what's at the printer, with no tentative ship date yet, is 1918 to 1919, Storm in the West, A Time for Trumpets, Bruno Sinigallo, Apocalypse Road, Caesar, Rome vs. Gaul, and Next War, Vietnam. And we got some big news from Lock and Load Publishing. Actually, David Heath, the CEO, the big guy at Lock and Load Publishing, he actually gave me a call. And I wasn't expecting that, so, you know, I pick up the phone, I say hello, he says, hello, this is David Heath. So what I do, I press record, you know, for posterity, and this is how it went. Hello? Hi, this is David Heath. David Heath of Lock and Load? Yeah, who else do you think that is, a fathead? What? He goes, look, I got some news to give you. And, put it on your show there, whatever it's called, Some Friendlies Around or something like that. And well, hold on, Dave. I gotta peruse it. I gotta check the stuff, see if it fits in with the program. You shut up! You're still wearing that stupid T-shirt. Didn't Harold Buchanan tell you to take off that T-shirt, or else he's gonna come down and break your head? Oh, jeez, here we go again. What'd you say? You just look at that bloody news. You just put it up. Okay. Because if you don't put it up, I'm going to come down there with Harold and we're going to bust your legs. Yes, okay, thank you. Kiss my ass. Goodbye. What Dave sent me is that Lock and Load module rules, now they're spiral bound. And they put out a lot of games out on different platforms. Vassal, Tabletop Simulator, Tabletopia, and all their digital downloadable contents are available on Steam, and their goal is to give their customers as many different outlets to play their games as possible. Smart Lock and Load Publishing. And they just put out a new Lock and Load tactical system called Heroes Road to Stalingrad. And look who's on the front cover, the OG. He never looked so menacing.
A game for gamers, made by gamers, by Flying Pig Games.
Strategy and Tactics Press. Rangers at Point Zook. Rangers Lead the Way is a solitaire simulation of the U.S. Army Rangers assault on the Point Zook on D-Day. What you get with this game is a 22 by 34 inch map and 280 counters.
Hi, this is Riccardo Masini, and this week's greatest day of history in games is June 28th, 1914. The day when the assassination of an Austrian Archduke, heir to the Habsburg throne, led to the greatest conflict in the history of mankind until then, World War I. aka the Great War. Now, the story is a bit complicated, but it all ties down to the situation in the Balkans and the struggle for independence of Bosnia. The assassin Gavrilo Princip was in fact a member of a secret society called the Black Hand, which wanted Bosnia to secede from Austria-Hungary and be reunited with Serbia. If all this sounds familiar, it's because these are the same nations that will be involved in the violent conflict of the dissolution of former Yugoslavia in the 1990s. So it's not just ancient history, it's quite modern. Princip killed the Archduke and his wife Sofia while they were in Sarajevo during an official visit. The murder prompted Austria to declare war against Serbia 1 month later, but Serbia asked Russia for help. Russia mobilized its army, and so Germany declared war on Russia and on its ally France. The domino effect soon involved also Great Britain, and progressively even neutral nations like Italy and Turkey joined the fight. The optimistic period of the Belle Époque was over. It was time for total war. This complex alliance system actually created a global conflict that maybe no one really wanted, but which everyone saw as an opportunity to settle old scores. And so even if there are many great games about what would follow, that is World War I, I'd like to speak about the gaming, about what caused this situation, and that game is Europe in Turmoil. Using the game engine of Twilight Struggle as expanded and revised by another great title, another great simulation, 1989, Europe in Turmoil is an amazing political and military simulation that shows you the actual roots of all those tensions. The players represent liberal and authoritarian forces who battle over the political, military, economic, cultural scenario of Europe from the late Victorian era, that is the end of the 19th century, up to the last years of peace. Event after event, card after card, the players will try to control as many of the power centers in key and minor nations while dealing with local conflicts, colonization issues, the naval race between Germany and Great Britain, and the occasional crisis that can lead to total war. In this case, in the case of a crisis going hot, the game will be over, the global conflict will spread, and will have a great influence over the final score. But if you try to diffuse the tension, you might also spare this tragedy to the world. The title is a very good implementation of the 1989 system. The historical content is very deep and informative, the tension always runs high, as each die roll can lead to a sudden endgame, and actually, at least for me, maybe the real issue is just that endgame, because the Great War is represented in a something anticlimactic way. Resolving such a titanic conflict with just a single opposed and modified die roll could feel a bit reductive, and the optional card-driven endgame system would be fine if there were more final cards for it. However, I very strongly suggest this title to anyone, even with a passing interest about World War I, because as of today, this is probably the best game that lets you understand the many complex and interconnected causes of the Great War. So, that's it for this week. See you on the next battlefield. Ciao!
On In Conversation, I had Marco Arnaldo, aka Marco Wargamer, aka Marco Omnigamer. And we had a great conversation for about an hour. Nice guy. The gentleman of the Player's Aid reviewed Battlecry from Avalon Hill Hasbro, a game designed by Richard Borg, also unboxing Dawn of Empire from Compass Games, and they review War of the Worlds England, published by DVG. Dragon Man is having a father and daughter full auto Father's Day shootout. And Counterproductive Games is doing Band of Brothers Screaming Eagles Scenario Number 3, a game designed by Jim Crone, published by Worthington Publishing. He also has a video out on the expansion of Fighting Formations by GMT, designed by Chad Jensen, Battle for Kharkov. Rough Swordsman Wargamer plays one of my favorite games with STUKAJOE sequence of play cards, RAF The Battle of Britain. Part 1 of a playthrough of the Hardest Days scenario, Lion Solitaire Rules. The Battle of Britain is published by Decision Games and designed by John Butterfield.
Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Dan Panchetta has courteously allowed me this short segment to talk about what's been happening with Ardwulf's Lair over the last week and what's coming, and this past week has been very busy. This past Sunday, we did a live stream for the first time of the Great Battles of the American Civil War series entry, Dead of Winter, which is the Battle of Murfreesboro. We're just getting started with that. We continued that same game on Monday, made a little more progress. On Tuesday, we did an unboxing of Imperial Struggle, which is a brand new and very highly anticipated release from GMT Games, so check that out. On Thursday, we did a flip-through of Traveler Behind the Claw, which is a brand new release from Mongoose Publishing, and we talked a little bit about the traditional Traveler setting of the Spinward Marches and the history of Spinward Marches related products. On Friday, we spun up the Civil War Brigade Battle Series entry from Worthington Games, Antietam 1862, so please check that out as a live stream, but the video is available on the channel. We have an equally busy week this coming week as well, so be sure to check out what is up, and here's the basic rundown. On Sunday, we'll be resuming Great Battles of the American Civil War with the Battle of Murfreesboro live at 2 p.m., so please check that out. On Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be resuming our campaign of A Hot Dry Season, Vietnam, November 1966, with designer Patrick Mullen. On Tuesday, we'll be doing an unboxing and a flip-through of an exciting new RPG product called Forbidden Lands. This is a sandbox hex crawl system that looks very interesting, and I think if you're into that kind of role-playing structure, I think you'll enjoy it. On Wednesday, we'll be doing an unboxing of Antietam 1862 from Worthington Games. Very excited about the component quality there, so please check that out. And on Thursday, preceding the unboxing, we will do a review of Compass Games' new entry, Stellar Horizons. I have had a chance to play that twice now, and I like it quite a bit, so please check out the review for more detailed information. And next Friday, we'll be covering the Civil War Brigade Battle Series, either with the Antietam game if we don't finish it, or with their Shiloh game. Once again, I'd like to thank Dan Prosciutto for his support of Ardwulf's Lair and for giving me this time. Until I see you next time, happy wargaming.
At least he pronounces the meat right. GIMPY, the GIMPY Gamer, is prototyping, or I should say is previewing a prototype of Zero Leader by DVG. Can't wait to get this one. Also, Victory and Glory Bootcamp number 14, Land Battle Setup, and he paints Blood Bowl Undead. Part 3 continues with Victory and Glory Bootcamp number 15, and does a review through of Zeppelin Raider, a game designed by Gregory M. Smith, published by Compass Games. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, is engrossed in Stellar Horizons. Now he's on 2080, a game designed by Andrew Radar and published by Compass Games. And the Hugh Hefner of War Games, the itinerant hobbyist, Tad, is giving you a quick painting update. Illuminating Rounds is back with number 23, and they take a look at Bread Factory number 2. And this week's top 5 ASL annuals. You know what's happening on the big board? I'll tell you what's happening on the big board. Kevin CEO and Junior CEO are doing a Rome Total War 2 Father and Son continuation. Tim of Hairbrained Games Review is taking a look at, and please listen closely, he's taking a look at the recent Kickstarter game called Tang Garden. Tang Garden is more than just a garden building simulation. He says, yes, you're working with other players forming a gorgeous garden. Come on, Tim, work with me here. What's next? Tea time at Lulu's house? Wayne Hansen does Recon segment. He's unboxing Hornet Leader. Also, the importance of Neoprene Mat versus Game Board in his Versus segment. Charles Cab, also known as Charles Cabell, is taking a look at Worthington publishing game called Boots on the Ground. Dragoon Commander Bonsai Cat is doing a segment called What the Hell Did I Buy This Week? Or I should say, what the hell did Bonsai Cat buy this week? Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History is playing Tropico 6, about 3 videos, and 1 video on Strategic Command World War II War in Europe, and also Fields of Glory Empires. And Mo of Mo's Game Table is taking a look at Europe Divided, a game designed by David Thompson and Chris Marling, published by Phalanx Games. Mo also reviews Brief Border Wars from Compass Games, designed by Brian Train. Seek Out and Play is giving you play examples, 2 play examples actually, taken from the rulebook of 878 Vikings, the invasion of England. They demonstrate battle without and with a leader. Combat Board Games is unbagging the Space Gamer number 66 with games Orbit War and Shuttle Wars.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. It's a short week at the Centurions Review. Haven't gotten much done because I'm going on, spending half the week on vacation. But this is what we have this week. Nothing new on the website, but on YouTube we have a first look at Raven 25mm fantasy figure wargame rules. They're essentially fantasy army rules from Harlequin. Looks pretty interesting. Has some good size army lists and quite a good choice of armies, so it should be interesting. Alright, and then we have Sovereign of the Seas from Compass Games. This covers battles in Europe on the sea from 1756 to 1805. I borrowed this from my friend. I'm sure he'll let me know how it is when he gets to try it, a chance to try it. And this is another one I borrowed, Panzer Grenadier, the Modern Series, 1967, Sword of Israel, the Six-Day War. It has 50 scenarios, and it looks like it's got basically everything you could ever want for this war. Anyhow, hope to see you. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon on our website and on our YouTube channel. Have a good evening.
And the man who goes by the name of Jeff is pulling a Jan Heinemann with the amount of videos he just put out these days. And he's going insane on Invasions Volume 1, a game designed by Philip Thibault, published by Wisdom Owl. And the Military Board Gamer is doing Southern Campaign number 16 of the Last Blitzkrieg Vaktum Rhein, a game designed by Dean Essig and published by Multi-Man Publishing. He's doing December Act 13, December 4th, Remainder, and December 5th, Overview. and Emanuela Santandrea's game, Black Swan, Europe 1939 to 1945. This is a block game for 2 to 5 players with great solitaire suitability to replay World War II in Europe from 39 to 45. And what you get with this game is over 575 game components. You should check out the website. It's a thing of beauty. DVG and the expansions for Hornet Leader, Phantom Leader, Israeli Leader, and B-17 Flying Force Leader expansions. What's included? What's included? Alternate targets. It adds a huge amount of replayability to campaigns. Each expansion offers an alternate target for every target in the core game. DVG, Worthington Games, and 1944 Battle of the Bulge. What you get with this game is a thick game box, large 22 by 34 inch hard-mounted game board, 2 sheets of large counters, 2 sets of rules, combat, custom dice, objective cards, and custom counter tray. The Mary and Tom Show, episode 107, where they talk about Dinosaurs Table Battle Micro Badge, digging into dinosaurs, anti-expansions, and a fantasy game and a sci-fi game, a printer disaster, and all kinds of good stuff. Could you believe it? There's an event planned. Compass Expo 2020, November 5th to 9th, 2020 at Comfort Inn and Suite in Meriden, Connecticut, where you'll have Monster Games on Opening Gaming. Monster Games and Opening Gaming, designer-hosted playtest sessions, game demonstration, Eurogames, tournament play, seminars, buffet breakfast, Compass Games exhibitor hours for on-site sales, special attendee discounts, free parking, and just a heck of a good time. It's great to have an expo or a con back. The Dice Tower and BGG are announcing a 2020 virtual charity auction, sponsored obviously by the Dice Tower and Board Game Geek.
Prostate cancer. Have you or somebody you know been recently diagnosed? Overwhelmed? Embarrassed? Get information and listen to 52 conversations from guys just like you.
Another week, another show, another notch in the belt or notch on the gun handle, whatever you want. But hey, good week this week. You know, right now I'm gonna go spend some time at the farm there and check out my goats. You know what I mean? And again, guys and girls, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Comments are awesome, even negative ones. And please support this channel. It really does help. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.